So, very good morning, ma'am. And we would like to know about communication mastery, how to master communication, how to communicate better, and so that we become better communicators. And we look forward to hear from you. And over to you now. Good morning.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My screen is visible to everyone? Yes? My screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am, your screen is very much visible to everyone and we can see.
Okay, let's start. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Very good morning to all of you.
Very good morning.
As we have earlier discussed one part of communication mastery, I was getting feedback. Give me a moment. I was getting feedback to conduct the session again. So again, I came back. Okay. And on that time, we discussed all about how do we communicate normally with us, with people, professionally, personally, in work and all. Today, I'm going little more inside, and that will be the communication with yourself and communication with the universe. If you remember the last session, what we have discussed as a glance, if you can say that. Let me come to some of the details. Yes, we discussed communication in personal life, family life, professional life, financial life, building trust and credibility, and building influence. We have discussed all this part in last session. Now let's understand today's topic, and that is, yes. This communication will be how we have to communicate with ourselves and with the universe, because it matters a lot. Whatever result we are getting into our life, we are getting it because of our own self. You can self-talk, you can say that. And how are we communicating with the universe? Both are responsible for that. So my dear friends, let's understand that skill. First of all, we have to understand 5-step formula to transform your communication. What is that 5-step formula? That 5-step formula is, first of all, mindset. What mindset we are carrying when we are communicating? With whom? With anyone. If you are opening your mouth or you are not opening your mouth, I will say in both the conditions you are communicating. Many times it happens, our mother is angry or our very loved one is angry and they don't speak anything. We see their face and then we understand what's happening. And then we say, oh my God, now there is no, I am not to dare to mess with this man or woman at this time.
The eyes communicate.
Right? Even you can say that intentions communicate, eyes communicate, right? And your whole body communicates. Your whole body communicates. Let's understand, it's not about verbal only. It's all about your each and every body cells. They all communicate. Because when we don't communicate with what, then we communicate with what? We communicate with our intentions, our frequencies, our vibrations. It's a higher level of communication. Okay, with our body language. So it matters a lot what mindset we are carrying. For example, if someone is angry, whether it is our mother, father, anyone, a loved one in our family, and if some people are introvert, they don't express their anger, but we understand they are angry. Yes? If yes, please raise your hand. Do we understand? Another thing, what mindset we are carrying while communicating? Why? Because if we are not calm, cool, if we are not in peace, if we are not in mindfulness, if we are angry, if we are filled with hatred, if we are filled with jealous, if we are filled with doubt, if we are filled with, you can say that, not believing in others, then what will happen, my dear friends? We will give this all negative vibes to the other person. And the other person will become more negative. And who will be responsible for this? No one else. It is you, we. You, me, and the person who is communicating. Correct? So when we are, for example, I will tell you, if I have to come in the session, What I have to do? I have to be ready before with mindfulness, with meditation, with my other activities. Okay. I have to keep my mind up. I have to be in higher energy. In lower energy, I cannot communicate. Because if I will communicate in lower energy, then what I will emit? I will emit lower energy. I will feel people disappointed. And my people will get my vibrations. That's not fair anyway to spoil someone's days. Next, self-image. What self-image are you carrying? And let's understand, my tips. Communication is not about only professional communication when you are going for work or when you're speaking with boss, when you're speaking with colleagues. No, not at all. Communication is all about what? Communication is all about internal. What self-image are you holding for yourself? If your self-image is higher, then you will see people will not dare to mess with you. In what stage you are, in what job you are, all these things are aside. But let's understand, self-image does not mean ignorance. Self-image does not mean pride. Self-image does not mean show up. Self-image does not mean superiority complex. Not at all. Self-image means positive self-worth, self-esteem, self-awareness. Positive self-worth, self-esteem, self-awareness comes in a part of self. How do we carry to ourselves? What do we understand to ourselves? And sometimes it happens, other person, there are some people, they are very rough, where they're very tough with others. Okay. They don't, they don't think before speaking. Sometimes there is slip of the tongue. Something comes into mouth and people say, and we feel like that, my God, how he dare to say. But even in that condition, you will not speak with that person. Why did you say this? So is this fair? Sometimes it has been said, silence, we have to be silent to control the situation, to make the situation better. I will say, no, not at all. There is no need of doing that anyway. Why? Because, my dear friends, give me a moment. I'm just keeping silent my phone. Okay. Why? Because I'll give you one example. Once I was in my first job. Okay, that was my dream job also. I was staying in Varanasi. There was a class named Aurora, and they were teaching personality development, public speaking and all. I'm talking about almost 15 to 16 years ago, 14 to 15 years ago. And I applied and I got selected over there. I joined, and it was also a dream job because it was very much a reputed institution in Varanasi in UP state. And I was working over there. One day what happens, my manager, she calls, actually she was in the habit of accusing everybody. All teachers she accuses, she takes that, that negative mindset of people were there. If you have to take the work from employees, you have to rule them, you have to bring inferiority complex in them. That negative mindset she has. Her name was Ruchi. She called others. She called me also for one of my mistakes. And that was a very small mistake. She called me and then she gave me one statement, and that was, Jyoti ma'am, you work like an illiterate person. I was literally that time gone. And first of all, I did not understand why she's saying this. What should I reply? Then I was silent for 10 seconds. After that, I said one thing. Is there eligibility for a faculty illiterate person, Ruchi? And just she was looking at me because people were there. They were 10 years old, 11 years old. They don't have dare to speak anything like this. And I said immediately, is there eligibility for faculty illiterate person? How do you dare to speak with me in this way? And some other teachers were also there. They were very happy because when this conversation went off, they said, oh, Jyoti ma'am, you stole our words. You did very well, this and that. Then I said, why you people didn't say? Anyway, what was at a conclusion? And then I told her, hey, listen, I'm going to resign. I'm no more interested in such type of people to work who does not take care of others' self-worth and self-esteem. And do you know what happens? If other person would have been there, might be she would have fired. But I was already very, one of the best faculty over there. She called me again in the cabin. Next, after 2 days, when I said, when I went to staff room, I told I'm going to resign. I'm not interested to work with such people. Then she called me after 2 days, that manager, and she told me, extremely sorry, Jyoti ma'am, this was a slip of the tongue. I realized later on I should not speak with you in this way. But how this realization came? This realization came when I stood for my self-image. Okay. But now some people will say, oh no, but we have situation, we cannot leave job, we cannot go against. It's not going against. It's not going yourself. Because when on all these moments you don't speak, what happens? People take you as a very granted and they ban you like anything. And you know what happens from that thing, from that episode? In that classes, teachers, they will rule teachers like anything. But I was the single bird over there. They never ever mess with me anyway. Because they saw my face, they understood me. If I'm going to meet with this girl, she will leave immediately. That will be the loss for their organization. And I was having the qualities, whatever they were looking for. Okay. So what I'm saying, please fill yourself with skills, whatever is required, whether you are working somewhere or you are at home also. At home also. Because if you will allow people to come and break your self-image, for example, sometimes it happens, it has been seen in family matters also, who breaks our self-image, especially those who are very close to us. Extremely sorry for that. Because those who are in job or other people, if they will speak, they will think for a moment, I'm speaking from the other person and he or she should not be so much scary, or she should not be much hurt. Otherwise, she is going to fight with me or he is going to fight with me. But at home, nothing happens. People take you as a very granted. Because there is a saying, na, घर की मुर्गी दाल बराबर. आप कितने बड़े CEO हो, डायरेक्टर हो, क्या हो, ट्रेनर हो, वो अदर पार्ट है. घर पे आप हो तो आप उनके family member हो, and they will bang you like anything. But what I will say, even at home, you have to keep your self-image up. If someone speaks with you disrespectfully, then you have to reply that person at the moment. You have not to wait for another war. You have not to wait for Cold War. Why? Because if you will start the person in a very starting, then that person will also get a lesson. Oh, no, not to mess with this girl, not to mess with this boy. She is not going to leave me. But if you will not do that, the people will, keep all those negative words. You are not worthy. Your work for nothing. You don't do anything. A lot of excuses will come. In self-image, what comes? Hey, you always work like this. You don't understand. You're a fool. I don't understand when will you understand all this matters seriously. And many all negative, disempowering words, right? Which breaks your self-image. Because if you will get certain negative words for a long time, then the time will come when you will doubt on yourself. You will think like that, oh, it seems I have some fault. That's why people are saying to me. It seems I'm responsible for that. And my dear friends, this is not fair anyway. So please have a positive self-image. And it does not, and I will teach you also this, please build this in your children also. Don't speak with your children disrespectfully. Don't think you can bang them, you can hurt them, you can beat them. Don't. Because what we are doing by this, we are breaking their self-image. I have seen children, sometimes while saying that girls and boys, they are in 14 or 15 years and they say, my God, I want to commit suicide. My mother does not speak with me respectfully. My mother does not care for me. They shout at me all the time. They don't understand me. What is this? Why that child is saying? The child is saying because his or her self-image is getting broken day by day and every way, whether it is school, whether it is home. So please don't allow others also. Then self-belief, very important factor. What belief you have on yourself? Because if you will be a person who believe in himself or herself, then you will find others will also believe in you. They have believe in you. But if you don't believe in yourself, then others will also not believe in you. And why they will believe in you? If you can't believe on yourself, why others will believe in you? They should not believe in you, I will say. So first of all, if you want others should believe in you, they should take interest in you, then what do you have to do? You have to believe in yourself and you have to take interest in yourself first. When you will do this, it will get multiplied. Very simple. Then self-confidence. Yes, my dear friends. Our self-confidence matters a lot. Literally, it's a miracle. And I will tell you, with self-confidence, you can do anything and everything. Do you know? With self-confidence, a soldier sacrifices his life or her life for the sake of his country. And in self-confidence, a terrorist kills thousands and lakhs of people. Both of them have self-confidence. Always we must have positive self-confidence and towards our goal, towards our life, not to harm anyone, neither for ourselves, not for others. Sometimes even, don't you think those who commit suicide, they don't have confidence? They have confidence. They have confidence, that's why they commit suicide. And if anyway if they would have been able to divert their self-confidence towards their life or toward the problem, whatever they were facing, then you can have seen they will be at a very different level. I think a week ago, I saw a case, one IS officer, he committed suicide. It was a case in Delhi. He belongs from Patna and he committed suicide in Delhi. He came under the railway track and all. And do you know what problem he was having? He was having that common problem which every household has. My parents and my wife has not very good relation, and I'm fed up with that. And the irony of that is, even while dying in his suicide note, he has written, please don't create any problem to my wife and my daughter. I love them very much. They love me very much. My in-laws are very good, this and that. But even he has said in the very beginning, this was the reason my parents and my wife has not good relation and I'm fed up with that. I'm trying to patch up it a lot. Nothing is working. But after that, he's defending for his wife. Can you see a person who is qualified? He was a ranker in IS. He has secured a rank under 10. He was 5th ranker or 4th ranker. Okay. And my dear friends, the irony is this, how much fear he has from his wife. You may qualify lots of competitions, but when your family comes, when your home comes, how weak a person becomes. See. Means he does not have dare to sit in front of his wife and say, bhai, let's settle it. If you are okay with this, it's okay. Otherwise, please leave and get apart. And if your wife is not listening, it's okay. Try to speak with her. Mix it both the families. If you are able to patch up, it's okay. Otherwise, go and take divorce. What is the need of committing suicide? And on suicide, I will say, and even this stupid man, I'm sorry to use this word, he is no more. My dear, an educated person, highly educated person, majority of population cries for this to become an IS officer, and that person is committing suicide for a bigger, I will say bigger matter, because this is a very trifle matter. Not getting patched up with family and wife and children. It's a very little matter, Baba. It's a very trifle matter. There is no need of committing suicide anyway for any of the party. If you are happy with me, most welcome. If you're not happy with me, most welcome. You can die. You can take a so higher step, because the thing is that if a person has gone, his family is crying like anything, his parents, especially, and listen, when you will die, I don't know how much your wife and children will be unhappy. I don't know, or how much your husband and his in-laws will be unhappy, but you belong from whatever your family, your paternal family life, you leave, a person live in life in death. They kill other person in their family. Because in-laws' family, any of them, whether it's girls in-laws' family or boys in-laws' family, they will manage anyway. But if anyone suffers a lot, that is his own parents, his own siblings. They never ever forget this. Literally. This is a fact. Maybe it's a bitter, but fact is fact, truth is truth, which I'm speaking. जिसका बच्चा मरता है, जिसकी बच्ची मरती है, उसको ही इस बात का एहसास होता है कि किसी को खोने का गम क्या होता है. बाकी तो वाइफ भी थोड़े दिन में भूल जाएगी, हस्बैंड भी थोड़े दिन में भूल जाएगा, और इतनी समझदारी रही होती तो शायद उस इंसान का भी बेचारे का इतना सिचुएशन नहीं आता कि उसको सुसाइड करना पड़ता. ठीक है. He is earning, he is doing everything, and after that you are creating a situation such a way he is not able to, and then there you would have been seen this case on television. I can see. Okay, but I'm saying why it is happening. And even, one more thing, title were different for both the parties, husband and wife. It seems they were in love marriage. I'm so sorry, this so-called love marriage, because these marriages are more hellish than the arranged one. Okay. So I have that, you can see that sorrow for the person who left his body, but it's very much, I will say, disappointing. On these matters, we don't get open up. Why this happens? If you will go into inside why this happens, because we don't, if you see what was the problem was coming all in this man mindset. His mindset was like that, abhi kuch badalne wala nahi, ye wife sudhregi nahi, let's end of the life, aise jeene se to acha main mari jaun. Self image, he was having a strong self image as an IS officer, as a government employee, but he was having very lower self-image inside. My God, I'm not able to even make happy my wife and my parents. I'm not able to get them patch up. Self-belief, मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता. Nothing is working. Self-confidence, confidence आया negativity में. क्या इसमें confidence नहीं है कि I will try to patch up, otherwise I will divorce her and I will go into my life. He did not think for that. What negative confidence he took? Let's commit suicide. This is also a matter of confidence, but with the wrong confidence. It's like terrorist. And that way, murder, it has been known, suicide is known as Atmahatya. Atmahatya means what? You are killing your soul. When a person is killing their soul or her soul, it's the worst part. Worst part. Another thing, what happens if a person commits suicide? People think सब कुछ खत्म हो जाएगा, मैं बहुत आराम से हो जाऊंगा, जिंदगी के मजे हो जाएंगे, मैं तो जिंदगी में रहूंगा ना, फिर क्या हो रहा है मैं नहीं देखूंगा. No, nothing happens. When a person commits suicide, what happens? You get stagnant over there in the same situation wherever you are, because until your that life cycle will be not completed, आप मरने के बाद जो नेचुरली नॉर्मली लोग जहां पर जाते हैं उस जर्नी में भी वो इंसान नहीं पहुंचेगा. वो सुसाइड करने से क्या होता है कि आप उसी सिचुएशन में वैसे ही स्टक हो गए और बुरी हालत में. मरने के बाद भी आपको सब चीज दिखेगी, सब कुछ, एंड द वर्स्ट पार्ट इज इट, यू वोंट बी एबल टू डू एनीथिंग. जब तक कि इफ यू विल गो इनटू स्पिरिचुअलिटी, अंटिल यू विल नॉट गेट इनटू दैट टाइम व्हिच वाज गिवन टू यू, जब तक कि आपको वो जितना समय दिया गया था धरती पे आपने उतना यूटिलाइज नहीं किया, तब तक आप अटके रहोगे एक स्टेट में. And you will be able to see the things and you won't be able to do. But if you would have been over here, अगर वो पर्सन यहाँ पे रहते तो वो कुछ कर सकते थे ना. क्या कर सकते थे? चलो वाइफ को छोड़ भी देते, कोई बात नहीं, बच्ची को भी ले जाना, लेके जाती. आप फिर भी पैसे तो कमा ही रहे थे. You could have helped them out. अरे भाई उसको भी इतनी चर्बी थी तो वो दूसरी शादी कर ली होती महारानी. देखो, अगर कोई सुसाइड तक गया है तो डेफिनेटली दो चीजें, एक तो उसका कॉन्फिडेंस, अब इसमें दो चीजें थी, एक तो कॉन्फिडेंस जो था उनके पास वो नेगेटिव था, और अंदर से सामने वाला बहुत टूटा हुआ था. Now self-esteem means nothing is working. Let's end up. I'm sorry if I'm connecting with that situation. Now, self-esteem, if you will now see, let's understand self-confidence. I will say self-confidence is not a word. Self-confidence is life. I have seen people, they are with very, I'll say very trifle skills. They're not too worthy. They're not, you can say that, too smart. They're very normal in their look, in their knowledge, in their life and everywhere. And they are doing great into their life. They're doing outstanding into their life. How? Because of their self-confidence. Self-esteem. What self-esteem are you carrying? Your self-esteem matters a lot. Next, my dear friends, what self-talk are we doing with ourselves? Let's understand. How do you talk to yourself? All day long, whatever we are doing, at the back of the mind, you will see certain self-talks go on. Either it is empowering or it is disempowering. Either it is saying, oh, maza aa gaya. Today is a great day. Everything went right. Thanks God. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to live this day. I'm going to rock this day because this day is not going to come back into my life. So I will utilize 100% of my time and energy. Another thing, I'm sorry. Again, next day, again Sunday, I will take some rest. The same routine. Autopilot mode. Nothing is working. Again, tomorrow will be Monday. On Monday, I have to again go to office. Again, I have to wake up at 5 a.m. I have to cook for my husband and so on and many more. So what is here, my dear friends? You can understand we are having at the back of the mind all day long some kind of self-talk. And what we have to do, we have to understand our self-talk and we have to check it out what self-talk we are doing. Because if it is empowering, then it will make your life will be beautiful and outstanding. But if it will be negative, then it will hurt you like anything. What is your self-talk all day long? Check it out in all day long. What do you feel about most of the time? Check your feelings. What is your feeling all day long? Each and every day, check it out, your feeling from a week, from last a month, from last 3 months, from last 6 months, from last a year, from 2 years, 3 years. On daily basis, what feelings are you carrying? Why? Because your feelings are responsible for your successful life. If you are not feeling good, if you're not feeling positive, if you're not feeling enlightened, if you're not feeling delighted, then something is wrong. And until you will not fix it, that most important thing which you want to fix, that will not get fixed. जब तक आप अपने फीलिंग्स को फिक्स नहीं करोगे, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज जो आपकी है जिसको फिक्स करना चाहते हो वो फिक्स नहीं होगी. ये फैक्ट है, ये आपको समझना होगा. What do you feel about most of the time? Check it out. Most of the time, what is your feeling? Where is your focus? Is your focus on problem or solution? You know, you can see people most of the time, they are very much negative, my dear friends, and their focus is most of the time onto the problem. Recently, I went to a friend of mine. I was in Vashi for 3 days of a program. Then I wanted to hire a hotel, but my friend invited. She was also staying over there. I was over there. Actually, she was somewhere, you can say that she calls me sister. So I continue the relationship as a friend with her. But the problem is that, you know, her situation is a little difficult, but everybody has some difficult situations. But the problem is this, she's very much expert into finding all these solutions, bringing some problem. She was giving me problem. Jyoti, I have this problem. How can I come out of this? And then I give her solution. See, you can do this. And then she brings problem into my solution. Such people are known as PhD scholars in negativity. After counseling her 2 days, what I felt, do you know? Leave her. She's not ready. Because I don't have so much time, my dear, to connect with you on daily basis, and because I can only work when the ground is clear. Ground is clear means, at least, for example, if you want any kind of grain, then what do you have to do? You have to prepare the land. अगर आप किसी भी चीज की खेती चाहते हो तो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? सबसे पहले आपको लैंड प्रिपेयर करनी पड़ेगी. मतलब अगर मान लीजिए कोई फसल पहले की है तो आपको क्या करना होगा? उसको काटना होगा, फिर लैंड को आपको जोतना होगा, फिर आपको उस पे जो है उसको प्लेन करना होगा, घास वगैरह जो भी वीड्स है सब निकालना होगा, फिर आपको उसमें जुताई करनी होगी, फिर आप बीज डालोगे, फिर जाकर के नई फसल आएगी. और आपको बाद में ये भी चेक करते रहना पड़ेगा कि कोई वीड्स तो नहीं है, कोई झाड़ झंकाड़ तो नहीं है, घास वास तो नहीं है, उसको निकालो फेंको. The same happens with your mind. If there is something, some weeds of negativity, अगर आपके अंदर नकारात्मकता के वो बीज हैं, अगर आपकी जो लैंड है वो पूरे खरपतवार और कीड़े मतलब कंकड़ पत्थर से भरी पड़ी है, तो उसपे आपके पैसों का प्लांट, आपके हेल्थ का प्लांट, आपके रिलेशनशिप का प्लांट, आपके मेंटल हैप्पीनेस का प्लांट नहीं लग पाएगा. लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड दिस. If you want a tree which is filled with fruits of health, wealth, happiness, relationship, mental, you can say that mindfulness, then for that, what do you want? For that, you want at least one plain mind. Plain mind means what? No negativity. You have to cut it off. And remember, if you will not bring this thing, then what will happen? Good people will come into your life, and at a moment, then they will move on. When they will see you are not changing yourself, then they will say, bye-bye, chodo, abhi isko. Because even some of my mentors have said, when you see very negative person, he or she is bringing all the negativity in all the solutions, then there is only one option. The option is what? Get rid of them. भागो. ऐसे लोगों को देखकर भागो. कुछ उनको सुधारने की कोशिश मत करो. क्यों? अरे भाई मैं क्या करूं, वो मुझे नेगेटिव कर देगा. वो उसको तो मास्टरी है. वो बोल रही है मेरे को ये प्रॉब्लम है, मैं बोल रही तेरे पास ये सोल्यूशन है, फिर बोलती नहीं उसमें भी ये प्रॉब्लम है. भाई जहन्नुम में जा तू. मतलब मेरे सोल्यूशन में भी प्रॉब्लम लेकर के आ रही है. मतलब जो तुमने एक्शन नहीं लिया, तुमने कुछ किया नहीं, बट यू आर मास्टर इनटू दैट कि हाँ इसमें भी ये प्रॉब्लम आएगी. इट्स नॉट फेयर एनीवे. एंड गुड पीपल विल मूव ऑन फ्रॉम योर लाइफ. So please, my dear friends, we all have the responsibility to keep our mind ready to receive. And for that, what we need? We need very much positive self-talk. Till here, everybody understands? Or any question, then please ask. If everybody understood, please type in the chat box, understand. If you guys understand, type in the chat box, understand. Okay, let's go ahead. Your self-talk is a perfection of your present situation. And my dear friends, whatever present situation we are facing, that's the representation of our self-talk. If you asked me what is responsible for your present situation, whether it is success or failure, then I will say it is your self-talk. If you will change your self-talk, then your present situation will automatically get changed. And always remember, F stands for feelings, T stands for thoughts, B stands for beliefs, and A stands for action. Your feelings leads to your thoughts. Your thoughts leads to your belief. And your belief leads to your actions, and your actions gives you result. Anything which comes into your mind, first of all, it comes in form of feeling. Then it gives thought, then it gives belief, then it gives action. Let's understand. Fall in love. You see somebody, you feel something for him. Then you create some thoughts come into your mind. Then you make a belief system. This person will be like this and that. then you take certain actions, either you propose or you wait, whatever you do, and after that you get a result, right? Anybody was saying something? No. Okay. Do you know what is the law of attraction? How many of you know law of attraction? If you know law of attraction, type in the chat box LOA or U. Type in the chat box you understand. कि आपको law of attraction मालूम है? Okay. Understand? If you understand, type U. Very good. Uday sir को मालूम है. Good. Do you know how it works? Anybody can tell me how it works, law of attraction, how it works?
Energy, at what vibration up frequency में वो करते हैं, based on that you attract the things.
Could you repeat, my dear?
Yeah, I'm saying it's basically your energy, because everything is energy, right? And at what frequency we vibrate, उस हिसाब से हम चीजों को आकर्षित करते हैं.
Very good. Thank you. May I know your name?
हिमशिखा.
Yeah, Himshika. Correct. Very true. Okay. Let's understand law of attraction in little more detail. And I will say, if you have watched the movie The Secret, well and fine. And if you have not watched the movie The Secret, please watch. बहुत सारी मूवीज आपने देखी हैं. द सीक्रेट या हिंदी में द रहस्य करके भी देता है. And watch it whatever is your mother tongue. I think it is in Hindi and English, both the languages. Okay. So if you are comfortable with English, watch English. Not comfortable, understand. Whatever language you use at home, please use in that language, whether it is English at home or Hindi. Right? Let's understand law of attraction in little more detail. Why? Because law of attraction is the communication with the universe. Whatever we want into our life, that comes from the universe. And how do we converse with universe? How do we communicate with universe? We communicate with universe through law of attraction. So how we have to implement it, how we have to use it, let's understand. And let me see how much time do we have. Okay. 10 minutes I would like to end up, and then I'll take your questions. Okay. My dear friends, you know, law of attraction, most of you have watched the movie The Secret. And I will say many of you are practicing it for a long time. But the problem is this, why people are not getting results. Mostly what we have opinion regarding law of attraction, you know, if you will watch the movie The Secret, you will see like attracts like. समान चीजों को आकर्षित करती हैं. जो भी चीज आपको लाइफ में चाहिए उसके बारे में आपको सोचना होगा, उसके बारे में आपको विजुअल इमेजरी रखनी होगी, उसके बारे में आपको अफर्मेशंस करने होंगे, अपने आप को पॉजिटिव रखना होगा और वो चीज आपको मिल जाएगी. तो ज्यादातर लोगों को क्या लगता है कि लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन का मतलब होता है विजुअलाइज करना, गोल्स बना के लिख देना, उसको पढ़ लेना और बस विजुअलाइज करते रहना और मिलेगा. और ज्यादातर लोग ऐसा ही करते हैं, लेकिन होता क्या, उनको रिजल्ट नहीं मिलता. रिजल्ट क्यों नहीं मिलता? व्हाई दे डोंट गेट द रिजल्ट? लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड. माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, law of attraction says don't ask how, don't ask when, just use it. First of all, एक तो ये उस law of attraction का समझ लो. You have not to ask how, you have not to ask who, what do you have to do, when, and you have to just use it. आपको use करना है. But if you will use law of attraction at primary level, means whatever you want, that only you are thinking, whatever. But listen, in law of attraction also, let's take the example of people who are negative people. So what happens? Do you know? A gangster friend is always a gangster. A saint friend is always a saint. A common human being friend is always a common human being. अगर कोई डाकू है, गलत काम करता है, चोर है, बदमाश है, जो भी आप बोलो, तो आप देखोगे उसके दोस्त मित्र भी वैसे ही होते हैं. कोई संत महात्मा, उसके दोस्त मित्र भी संत महात्मा होंगे. अगर आप कॉमन पर्सन हो या मिडिल क्लास एवरेज लाइफ जीते हो, तो आप देखोगे आपका सर्कल भी उन्हीं लोगों के साथ होगा, वही लोग आपके साथ उठते बैठते होंगे. तो ये भी क्या है? ये इंडिकेट करता है कि लाइक अट्रैक्ट्स लाइक. समान चीजें, समान बिहेवियर, समान फाइनेंशियल स्टेटस, समान लोगों को आकर्षित करता है. तो अब देखो, आती है बात ये कि पहले समझते हैं कि लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन काम कैसे करता है। तो लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन को अगर आप बस प्राइमरी तौर पे यूज करोगे कि आप गोल्स लिखे, आप उसको अफर्मेशंस बस कर रहे हो और विजुलाइज कर रहे हो, तो चीजें नहीं चलेंगी। उसके साथ में कुछ और आता है। साथ में क्या आता है उसको लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड, इट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट। देयर आर 3 रूल्स इनटू दिस। फर्स्ट, गोल्डन रेशियो ऑफ सक्सेस। डू यू नो व्हाट इज द गोल्डन रेशियो ऑफ सक्सेस? सफलता का गोल्डन लॉ क्या है? 20:80 and 80:20. What is this? What do you feel about 80% of your time? What frequency vibrations are you carrying into your mind towards your life, towards your goal, towards the work, whatever you are doing? 80% of the time, what feeling, what thoughts, what frequency vibration are you carrying? That matters a lot. Or in a short way, you can say your emotions. 80% of the time, what emotions are you carrying? 80% of time all day long, आपके अंदर emotions क्या है वो चेक करो। वो पॉजिटिव है, अगर वो आपको पावर देता है, अगर वो आपके अंदर खुशी की फीलिंग्स लाता है, अगर वो आपको पावर अप करके रखता है, मतलब आप काम के मूड में हो, काम कर रहे हो, हैप्पी हो, मस्त हो, तो आप देखोगे कि आप अपने जीवन में भी सफल होंगे। और 20% ऑफ द टाइम नेगेटिव थिंग्स भी आएंगे माइंड में, इट्स ओके, एक्सेप्टेबल। बट 80% ऑफ द टाइम, मोर देन 80% ऑफ द टाइम, वी मस्ट हैव पॉजिटिव इमोशंस। पॉजिटिव इमोशंस का मतलब क्या हुआ? पॉजिटिव फीलिंग्स। पॉजिटिव फीलिंग्स का मतलब क्या हुआ? पॉजिटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी एंड वाइब्रेशन you will emit. And when you will emit positive feeling, frequency and vibration, then you will act positively. You will take positive actions. And when you will take positive actions, definitely you will get positive results. On the other hand, 80:20. If, listen, means what you understand, 80:20 is what success ka ratio hai. 80:20 success ratio means 80% of the time you have to think positively. Positive means positive in all the sense. All the sense means, first of all, emotions. What emotions are we carrying? Are we carrying positive empowering emotions? And what is empowering positive emotions? Love, gratitude, compassion, courage, confidence. All these are positive emotions. Now, if a person is carrying vice versa, means 80% of the time a person is carrying negative emotions and 20% of the time only positive emotions, and he's applying all the law of attraction principles, he will be failed, or he will not reach to the level where he is looking for. That's why till now your dreams are not fulfilled. और आपको समझ में नहीं है कि आपने तो लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन लगाया था, गोल्स लिखा था, विजुलाइज किया था, डिक्लेयर किया था, सब कुछ किया था, लेकिन आपका तो हुआ नहीं, दूसरों का तो हो गया। क्योंकि जिनका होता है वो नोविंगली और अननोविंगली वो उस जोन में होते हैं। कुछ लोगों का आप नेचर देखोगे कि ऐसे लोग कुछ होते हैं जो कि वो बहुत जॉली नेचर के होते हैं, बट एक अलग उनका माइंडसेट होता है। अगर मौत भी हो जाए ना तो भी वो उनको बहुत दुखी नहीं कर पाती है। ओके, थोड़े टाइम तक वो अपने आप को लोअर फील करेंगे, उसके बाद वो बैक टू द वर्क हो जाएंगे। दे विल बी स्ट्रॉन्ग पीपल, यू कैन से दैट थिक स्किन पीपल। ओके, सो गोल्डन रेशियो ऑफ सक्सेस इज व्हाट? 80:20। 80% टाइम आपको अपने इमोशंस को पॉजिटिव रखना है और चेक करते रहना है। खुद चेक करो ना, जाओ आज आंखें बंद करो।
कैमरा,
या यस
we
मैम,
can't hear you, ma'am.
व्हाट मैम? Could you repeat? I didn't listen you.
No, Riya, I can hear very well.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Somebody was spoken in between. Okay. So we have to understand our emotions. We have to look after our emotions. What emotions are we carrying? What feelings are we carrying? because our emotions and feelings will lead to the frequency and vibrations, and those frequency and vibrations will walk into the universe, and then universe will send what you deserve. If you have positive emotions 80% of the time, then your success ratio will increase. But if you are carrying everybody who are not getting their goals, check it out. What emotions are you carrying? Are you carrying negative emotions? Because if you are carrying negative emotions, there are fair chances you have not reached to your goal. Next, must be in higher frequency. The second part, if you are having positive emotions, definitely you will get higher frequency. But if you are carrying negative emotions, you will get lower frequency. And lower frequency will drain your energy. It will drain your action. Then it will drain your success, and it will bring the failure. Another thing, people practice affirmation, but most of the time people practice affirmation only for their money, for their finances. But when we are practicing affirmations, we have to practice affirmations for health, for relationship, for career and money, all these four aspects. All these four aspects: health, relationship, career and money. When you are practicing your affirmations on all these four aspects, and listen, affirmations does not only verbalizing. Affirmations means feeling from inside. When you are using those words, you have to live with that word. You have to bring that emotion into that word. You have not only use your verbal, means you have not only use your tongue, you have not to use only your voice. You have to use your feelings, emotions, yourself into that. When you will involve yourself, then you will get the right result. And the third, practice Ho'oponopono. I think sometimes some people would have been coming over here, given lecture. If not, I will take one day. Okay. You have to practice Ho'oponopono technique. It's a Hawaiian technique given by Dr. Yulen. This technique is made for purifying our soul without medicine, without healing. Only with words and connecting yourself with that feeling. And what is those words? There are 4 sentences into that. First, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. It's a basic affirmation, but my dear friend, understand, you have to do it at advanced level. What advanced level? Advanced level means you have to understand this. You have to connect with this. You are doing Ho'oponopono for what? Is it for your career? Is it for your relationship? Is it for your health? Is it for your finances? And when you are saying, I'm sorry, please feel sorry for the thing or for the person to whom you're feeling. Please forgive me. When you are saying, please feel from inside, please forgive me. For example, see my words. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. So when you are saying sorry and forgive me, then you must have that feeling. And when you are saying, I'm sorry, I love you and thank you, you must have the higher feeling for gratitude. Minimum 11 times you have to say, or 21 times, or 108 times, it's up to you. Okay. So any other day, we will go much more into detail. If we will get time, then I'll take one day only this Ho'oponopono technique. Even you have been done from others. In next lecture, whenever I'll come. Now, I'd like to take your questions if you have any question. So we understood LOA works when we will apply all these 3 principles. What is golden ratio of success? Then we must have to be in higher frequency, and we have to practice affirmation daily for health, relationship, career, and money. And we have to practice Ho'oponopono technique. Okay. And these are 7 magical sentences. What is that? I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. To understand these 4 sentences, even I took 10 years. क्योंकि शुरू में जब मैंने इसको सुना तो मैंने बोला ये क्या है? क्यों किसी को forgive? मैं क्यों बोलूं please forgive me? मेरी गलती नहीं है. It took lots of time. इसलिए बोला कभी मौका मिला तो इसके ऊपर डिस्कस करेंगे. Now if you have any questions, please unmute and let me know.
Miss Jyoti Singh,
Yeah,
good morning to you.
very good morning, ma'am.
Please switch on your video.
Yeah, can you? Yeah, I think I've stopped my video. Can you?
I'll ask you to start it now.
Yeah. Okay. Good morning, Miss Jyoti, and
Yes,
rest of my beloved.
Very good morning, Rajman.
Very good morning, Rajvin ji.
So I just recovered from post-nasal drip. Of course, I am so positive now, right? That I have actually, when the cough comes at night, I'm fine. Then I have to take the anxiety pill when someone triggers. I don't like any background noise. I went to the garden. I met the Malaysian senator with me. I'm so positive yesterday, but today, my caregiver has come back to Malaysia, but sometimes my mother is a bit negative, so I always use the Ho'oponopono technique, and I want to clarify, as a trainer, as a laughter yoga practitioner, what is this HCRM?
Health, relationship, career, and M, it was money.
So when you like, I would like to clear the R, right? Because I'm very positive. I'm very positive. For me, it's to do with the vibes. You know, the vibes, as in the vibes has to be a bit positive. And
Rajvin, listen, I have given my number in the chat box. You can open the chat box. You can take my number. Please call me. Okay. I can help you out by one-to-one call. Right.
Yeah.
I can guide you into that. And I'm very happy because I can see your face better than before. Okay. On that day, that happiness, that charm is onto your face. It's very lovely. And if we are living, if we are breathing, we have to be happy. For happiness, I will say only one thing. There are a lot of people, just imagine, they daily come and go. A lot of people goes from this universe on daily basis. Yes or no?
Yes.
But we are not one of them. Our family members are with us. It's a matter of celebration. It's a matter of celebration. Right?
So I believe, right, Ms. Jyoti, I believe as a trainer, right, I believe that life is a celebration.
Life is a celebration, and we have to celebrate.
But in between, right, there's always like something that some people that will always put us down. Either I choose to ignore the person, or how.
Right. Okay, Rajvin, you can connect with me. I have given my number in the chat box. Yes.
Okay.
Can we take someone else also, my dear, if they have question?
Yeah.
Ma'am, if you could just entertain have one question, it would be good. I mean, then we can share your number with other people also. Just, I mean, it's a request.
Yeah, ma'am, could you repeat?
If you just take one of our questions.
Yeah, please give me your question. I'll answer.
Rajvin, if you want to ask something.
I said I was talking about the energy vibes. How to increase the energy vibes.
Rajshri, with your emotions, you have to observe your emotions. What emotions are you carrying all day long? Right?
Yeah.
What feelings and how emotions comes? Emotions come from our feelings. So first of all, we have to check our feelings. What feelings are we carrying? What feelings coming into? Because it's not, how much positive a person is, that is another matter. But negative feelings also comes. At a time it comes. But we have not to speak a lot with us. We have not to engage with us a lot. We have to focus onto the positive feelings. And with feelings, you will emit emotions. And if your emotions will be positive, then you will definitely increase positive frequency and vibrations. Okay. Then your energy will be up always. Because your energy goes down when you feel negatively and when your emotions get negative.
When there are negative people, when people say something, like now I have taken the anxiety pill, it has made me so positive that no negative trigger can trigger me.
Rajvin, I will say, listen, my dear, to the very frank ground, I will tell you. Your emotions are giving you relax, not that pill, anxiety pill. Are you getting my point? Whatever recovery you are getting in your health, I will say that is coming from your emotions.
Yeah.
To speak much onto that, you can connect with me. Another thing is that if pills were able to solve the depression problem, if pills were able to solve anxiety problem, then no one in the world would have been depression and anxiety. All these disease problems can be cured. But we know very well, every third person is a depressed person. Third to fifth person in every home, there is one person depressed. This is a fact. When you will come to know the symptoms of depression and all, then you will know this. Okay. And what happens? People go, pills are not going to solve. Your emotions are solving. And I will say, if you are well, then there is no need of taking that pills also, because that pill somewhere will harm in other sense. Okay.
I've cut down to, half.
Okay.
So
thank you. Anyone
bye-bye.
else?
Okay, so Rajbin, you can take, I mean, we'll connect via Mervin, we'll connect you to ma'am, and you can take personal consultations from her.
Yeah, okay.
Ma'am has shared her number. So ma'am, I would just like to ask, this number has to be shared only for Rajbin or generally also like someone who wants to take personal consultation?
Yeah, you can give. Those who wants, you can give, no issue at all.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
okay.
thank you.
If someone else wants to ask any question, please ask.
All right, I think all are done. So thank you, everyone. Thanks a lot. Have a great weekend today. Go and enjoy. Right? And be in positive emotions all day long. Just take a target of today. I will be in positive emotion 95% of the time, not 80%. I'm saying 95%. Okay. Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you. Love you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the fantastic session, ma'am. It's
Thank
always a pleasure to learn from you, and we look forward to host you again this month, next month, and in every month. And we wish to learn positivity, hope no hope. And if next session, if you could enlighten us about hope no. Actually, I'm a Jain, so and we practice Samvatsari, like Samvatsari is coming. So we also practice Michhami Dukram, and forgiveness and Samayatna was practiced since time immemorial. But hope no has come up. It's just added to the dimensions of forgiveness. So we would like to discuss more on that, because it's actually, and it's a very underrated topic, but it's a very important topic. So someone has said, yatra niryastu pujyante ramante tatra devtaha yatre tastu na pujyante sarvastra falaha kriyaha manusmati बाबा जहाँ
मनुस्मृति में दिया गया है।
स्मृति ही, सॉरी, जहाँ नारियों का सम्मान होता है वहां देवता प्रसन्न होते हैं, जहाँ उसका सम्मान नहीं होता वहां सभी क्रियाएं निष्फल है. God rejoices the most where women are respected. Where they are not respected, all activities become useless. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram. Someone shared this beautiful thought. So I know I'm taking a bit of your time, but we at Mavin Magic wanted to end with this. So thank you so much. Uday ji has shared it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for these kind words and the quotes.